ICBS News. I don't know what you see, but we brought it to you first. Good evening, America. I'm Tasha Green, and this is the gorgeous Jen Sparks. We've got some real bullshit for you today, but before we get started, smack those like, share, and subscribe buttons. First, we have wishful thinking as a strategy, then a new sunscreening technique, and the crown jewel, the gold medal for I was gonna. The real stories are, the Prime Minister hopes strikes on Iran will lead to uprising and regime change. As war chokes natural gas supply, Asia turns back to coal. And finally, what have U.S. allies and China said about sending ships to the Strait of Hormuz? Now buckle up, folks. Tonight's top story comes with complimentary whiplash. And Jen, I need you to know, I read the briefing notes 3 times today. Here is tonight's top story. Israel has launched a series of strikes on Iran, specifically targeting their internal security apparatus. The stated goal? To strike the regime so hard, so fast, and so repeatedly that the Iranian people rise up and finish the job themselves. He actually looked into a camera and told the Iranian public, "We're helping you, but it's up to you." To a country he is currently bombing. Now, military analysts, people with degrees, field experience, and functioning sleep schedules are describing this strategy as, I want to get this exactly right, breathtakingly optimistic. Which, for those of you who don't speak diplomat, translates to wishful thinking. But here at ICBS, we don't just report the news. We chase the thread, we pull it, we unravel the whole sweater and hold it up to the light. For answers, we go live to our field correspondent, a man of uncommon confidence, highly questionable press credentials, and a smile that has gotten him past more security checkpoints than any badge ever could, Real Deal Richards.
Tasha, America, I am standing inside what officials are calling a classified strategic development site and what I am personally calling, with complete journalistic sincerity, the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life. General, walk me through the operational phases.
Well, the operational phases are:
Phase 1, wish for peace. Phase 2, wish for decisive victory. Phase 3, deploy magical backup. And the magical backup being?
the unicorns.
But the true crown jewel of this operation, and I need you to stay with me here, is what they're calling sparkle, glitter bombs, the tactical theory. And again, I am quoting, states that no enemy combatant can sustain aggression while covered in holographic shimmer. Reporting live from the glittering frontier of hope, optimism, and sparkle-based warfare, I'm Real Deal Richards. Tasha, back to you.
Glitter bombs, psychological warfare. If wishing is the new war fighting, then I have a short list of my own. World peace, reasonable gas prices. Don't go anywhere, America. The sparkly new world order is just getting started, and apparently, it's non-lethal.
ICBS Breaking News.
Good evening, ICBS viewers. I'm Jen Sparks, live from the Chaos Lab with a bombshell straight from the Strait of Hormuz. Let's dive in. Taco has publicly declared the U.S. doesn't need help in its conflict with Iran. This just days after begging allies to secure the vital shipping route.
We strongly encourage other nations whose economies depend on the Strait far more than ours.
Taco's shocked. I tell you that NATO allies, they aren't lining up to pull his chestnuts out of the fire. After years of questioning alliances and demanding loyalty, he's stunned they're not rushing to his side. His shock is less about the world's reluctance and more about his own blind spot. Apparently, mutual benefit isn't in his dictionary, only unilateral win. Sources say he's now drafting a plan to send carrier pigeons to NATO with IOUs for pass protection. Yes, pigeons, with tiny vests. And if that fails, rumor has it he'll personally swim to the Strait of Hormuz with a pool floaty shaped like the USS Constitution. Perhaps next, he'll discover gravity is more than just a suggestion. Stay tuned, folks. If alliances can't save us, maybe cartoon physics will. Jen Sparks, out.
You walked in with that chrome banana, shining like it knew my name, swinging in those tight pajamas. Oh, got my halo going up in flames. Chrome banana, baby, that's too smooth. Got me double take.
Welcome back to ICBS, where the news is hot and the takes are hotter. Let's dive into a story that's literally burning up Asia right now. War in the Middle East has choked off natural gas supplies. Asia's energy grid is gasping. Here's the real deal. Japan, South Korea, and others are turning back to coal, yes, coal, to keep the lights on. Factories are firing up, and the air's getting thicker by the day. But here's the part they don't want you to think about. I'm tossing it to our cultural correspondent, Cornell Vibes, who's got a, let's say, smoky take on this. Cornell, what's the vibe?
Jen, I'm out here where the air tastes like history, you feel me? Now these scientists, no, scratch that. These atmospheric optimists say coal ain't just power, it's progress. They claim burning any more of this black gold will shrink winter down to a weekend. Boom, year-round summer with a little smoky haze for character. They saying those sunscreen companies are shaking in their flip-flops, Jen. Too much summer means too much lotion. Market saturation, baby. First, coal saves energy. Second, it kills winter. Third, it turns us all into barbecue pit masters, just breathing the breeze. That's the vibe. Back to you.
Kills winter and our lungs in one shot, Cornell? That's efficiency. So folks, next time you cough, just remember, it's not pollution, it's personality. Looking a little overheated there. You should really try Climate Cream.
This is heavenly. So cool. Nothing can bother me now.
Climate Cream. It's not the planet, it's your attitude. Keep out of reach of climatologists. ICBS Breaking News.
Good evening, I'm Tasha Green. Let's drop it like it's hot. Today, a congressional committee formally summoned Attorney General Blam Blondie. She's ordered to dish the dirt regarding her handling of the shadowy Epstein probe. The subpoena follows accusations of a cover-up from lawmakers. Now, while the Justice Department calls the subpoena unnecessary, Congress insists Blondie has valuable insight, it seems, into why finding Epstein's files is harder than finding Waldo in a crowd of Waldos. The House Oversight Committee demanded answers. Specifically, they want to know why the files keep disappearing. Apparently, some documents were found taped to the bottom of a congressional intern's skateboard. Others were reportedly discovered inside a half-eaten bag of cheese puffs. The committee suspects the files are being used in an elaborate high-stakes game of bureaucratic hide-and-seek. Blondie is allegedly the reigning champion. Critics suggest Blondie's strategy involves distraction by selective redaction. She allegedly uses brightly colored markers. The goal is to make critical names blend in with scribbled doodles of unicorns. When asked about the missing documents, a Department of Justice spokesperson simply stated, "We're almost certainly looking in the right direction." Their search grid includes the lost and found box at a local gym. Congress hopes Blondie's testimony will shed light, or at least provide a map to where she hid the remaining documents. They're prepared to offer a reward, possibly a better hiding spot for her next round. Good evening, folks. I'm Tasha Green, and tonight we're diving into the hot mess that is the Strait of Hormuz, where global powers are playing the world's most intense game of not it.
Just 2 weeks ago, Iran blocked this vital shipping route after U.S. and Israeli strikes. Cargo ships got hit by mystery projectiles. One person's dead, and Taco's out here begging allies like the UK, France,
basically anyone who'll listen for backup. But now, he's on Truth Social whining that NATO's ghosting him, saying it's a one-way street. Ouch.
Did you guys happen to get a call from Trump?
Yeah, he called.
Oh my God, it's like Crazy Girlfriend. Thoughts?
We're good.
We not even friends!
But here's the tea they're not spilling. Let's go live to Truth Washington in the field for the real story behind this international dodgeball game.
Thanks, Tasha. I'm here at the International Cookout beyond the Strait of Hormuz, but forget warships, NATO and friends are hosting the Considering Our Options games. While Taco's throwing punches at Iran, these folks are throwing hot dogs on the grill. UK's rep says they're not at decisions yet. Translation, pass the ketchup. France? Well, their rep is like, we'll help when it's calmer, which is code for call us when the smoke clears. And China? They're over here asking if they can take America's spot as global big dog while sipping sweet tea.
Hear me out. We all use yuan. Global economy boom. We even export our electric cars over super cheap.
Nice. Interesting.
So, Truth, while America's playing war, the world's playing cornhole. I mean, Taco's out here looking like the grumpy grandpa yelling at the BBQ. Is this real?
Real as it gets, Tasha. America's the old timer who lost the playbook, and the world's already picking a new quarterback. Catch you at the next cookout.
There you have it, folks. The Strait of Hormuz is blocked, but the only thing flowing is shade from our allies. Stay tuned for more absurdity. Good night.
Well, that's it for tonight. Leave us a comment and tell us what you liked about today's stories. I don't know what you see, but ICBS will return next Tuesday.
All right, that's all the bullshit I can handle in one night.
I'm going home to play hide and seek.
With the Epstein files?
No, the chrome banana.
Truth Washington here. Hope you enjoyed. Do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button so we can keep you notified every Tuesday when we drop more bullshit.
Truth, I know this may sound a bit strange, but you were not invited to the cookout.
Now this is some bullshit.